Hello, everybody. Brad Pointer here with another reaction to a song that I have heard before. I did listen to this with a friend of mine who turned me on to it, and I said, I've got to do a reaction to this. And then I saw that everybody was doing a reaction to it, and I said, oh. But I'm going to react anyway because, we'll talk about it from a non political stance, hopefully. And, listen to the music of it because it is a very simple but so well put together song. Let's jump in and see. I mean, the composition of the video, the composition of the music, it just is so authentic. So let's jump in.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
One thing I want to comment on is I've heard that he doesn't say that he's a fantastic that he says he's not a fantastic musician or a songwriter, and he was just playing what he felt. But I want to say that's the best way. That's what makes a fantastic songwriter. Is you got to channel that deep from within, bring it out, and smack people with it. That's what being a musician is. That's what being an artist is. And yeah, you got the best part right first.
Living in the new world with an whole soul.
That voice.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men.
This song, I don't want to overstate it. I don't want to worship this guy or anything. But the structure of it, the vocals, the vocal line, the melody, just the fact that it's just a simple guitar with a voice on top of it. Okay. There are so many influences in there. There's some rap. There's some old folk, and basically there's a lot of different things in there, that he's drawn from musically. And that's the thing about musicians. We don't recognize what we're drawn from a lot of times when we're drawn from it. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we try to channel our, inner Geddy Lee or, our inner Waylon Jennings or whatever. But most of the time, it's, just a flow that comes from us. And that flow comes from all the things that we've listened to and all the things that we've heard and experienced and played before. And, we take all these little techniques and tricks and styles, and we end up with us, with our sound. And, yeah, just a simple melody. And a simple accompaniment, but it can be so moving.
foolish politicians look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
It is.
Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control.
His lyrical, just expressing these feelings. He says he's not great. This feller's all right. I mean, here's the thing. Like I said before, that expression, his lyrics, they're touching things that people feel. And that's where you really, that's what artists and musicians do. And so if this guy says he's not an artist, then no one is. Okay. He's just saying what he feels. And if that touches something in you, then that's art. And some of it may not, you may not agree with all of it. That's okay. I don't agree with Cherry Pie by Warrant, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't a catchy song. That doesn't mean that it wasn't art. Okay. There was some artistic moments in that song, believe it or not. You be quiet, microphone. We don't need any out of you. But, yeah. I mean, just to have so much feeling and just a comment on the state of society from his perspective, which is all we can hope to accomplish in a moving piece. It may be a comment on the human condition. It may be a comment that illuminates some part of life that, you haven't ever thought of, or that you have struggled with. And it may just be, the simplest of things as well. It doesn't have to be, political or grandiose. It can be describing the feelings of falling in love, or the feelings of falling out of love. I mean, anything that's a human experience. And politics, unfortunately, are an integral part of the human experience and always have been. We had to be political even in the caveman days to keep, someone who could protect or, lead in a position where they could do that while people did other things. And right now, we've really screwed up the selection of who's going to lead us. And we've let people who don't know anything about 90% of us to lead us for too long, because the groups are just too big. There's no way that one person can do all that. And there's no way that one group of people can do all that, especially when we keep electing, greedy psychopaths. And those that are just greedy and those that are psychopaths, But anyway, I'll shut up, let this song continue. The man is definitely, listen, Oliver Anthony, you'll never see this, but if you do, You're an artist, man. Don't forget it. And don't. I know it's humbling, it's self depreciating. But remember, this may be the only true piece of art you ever create. But this, right here, is art. So you are an artist. And a damn good one.
Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and then I don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
I know that feeling. Man, okay. Yep. One hell of a song. You know, he ain't lying. All the political things aside, he ain't lying. Just a dude with an old dobro. I think that's what that's called. You know, dobro, capo, and a set of fingers. You know, letting his feelings be known. Pointing out some, you know, really, you know, distasteful things in this world right now, and the disservice that we're doing to young men in particular, in this world. You know. Okay. So yeah, the pendulum has to swing. And right now, it's gotten so far to the top of one side that you guys are going to drag it back to the middle. We pushed really hard in the 90s to get that pendulum from over here to here. But you guys took the momentum and brought it way up here. And now, up here is teetery. Up here, all the same arguments can't apply to all the arguments that you're applying them to. And it's starting to swing back this way. That's what life does. Now, hopefully, as with all pendulums, eventually, Jesus God. Well, we got to quit going to these extremes, but if we keep pushing it to the extremes, right, eventually it's just going to go round and round and round. So somebody got to settle, and the other side got to settle, and the other side got to settle, the other side got to settle, and the other side got to settle, until we end up in the middle. Because eventually, if we stop pushing it, the momentum will slow down, and we'll bring things back to a more reasonable world for everybody. At least that's my feelings on it, and I'll shut up now. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm a rambling jerk from the hills of Arkansas, so don't pay any attention to the man in the screen. And I will catch you in the next one.